All leaders. This included Lena Horne. This included Dick Gregory. And this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to be leaders.
Hello, and welcome back to the Lizzabitty channel. I'm your host, Lizzabitty. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. So, today's topic, what are we discussing? Today's topic is going to be about my timeline for repatriation and just some general tips that I think could benefit people who are actually considering this as an option to leave one place to go to Mother El Kebulon, okay? So, let's get started. So for me, let's address how I came up with this timeline, okay? I made a personal decision to say, okay, at what age do you want to be full-time in the country of your choosing? And I'll tell you about that country later, okay? So I decided what it would take for me to do that in terms of planning, finances, etc. Like to get all of the big items out of the way first to do that, as well as to start some other businesses and of course capital for those, as well as seeking out investors, etc. So originally my timeline was 36 months, okay? Which is 3 years. So within that time frame, I would have to basically have a schedule and say, each month I've met this goal, this month I've met this goal, etc., etc. Just because you want to make sure that if you have a list and you're properly preparing for a permanent move, that you're well prepared. Now, of course, things arise. One cannot prepare for everything. However, proper planning prevents piss poor performance. I don't care where you are. That's what it does. And so, as you all know, you've had a lot of black diasporans that have gone to the continent. They have gotten there and they found themselves in a situation and they had to go back to the U.S., aka Babylon. And they may have planned to a point. I'm not really sure. I don't want to get into everyone's unique situations because everyone's situation is different. But from the people that I have followed and watched and this occurred for them, I saw drastic lags in planning. So I'm here to basically do my due diligence to ensure as smooth a ride as possible. Now, in doing that, I said, oh, okay, so it was 36 months. I should be able to actually condense that down to 24 months. So in playing with that, again, everyone's needs are unique. So how you may begin to map out like things that you need to get done. You make basically a list, things you need to get done, things that take precedence over others. And so that would allow you to narrow down your timeline. If it's going to be 18 months, if it's going to be 10 months, if it's going to be 24, 36, 48. Again, it is all individual specific based on how you live your life, what your plans are, what other opportunities are you seeking, if that, networking groups. So there's a lot that goes into it. So I want to say to you, it's not your timeline for doing this. There is not a cookie cutter model for me to tell you how to do this. It is, again, just like selecting the country that you want to move to. All of this is based on you. So you're going to have to look in here, and you're going to have to look in here to see exactly how you plan to achieve this pivotal milestone in your life. Because this is drastic. This is not something that you can do in 2 weeks. There's a lot that goes into this. So a lot of people think that moving to another country is going to be like moving from another city in, let's say, I'm only going to speak for the U.S. because I'm American, in the sense that, okay, I moved from Kansas City to Chicago. Although that could be a huge endeavor for someone, imagine the landscape of moving to an entire different country. So think about what it took you to move from Kansas City to Chicago, okay? And everything that entails. Now think about that in terms of moving from Kansas City to a whole other country. I don't care where the country is. But again, it is based upon you. If you live a minimalistic life, it could be easy for you because you'll say, okay, well, I'm only going to go with the clothes on my back and then I'll figure it out from there. Some people live that way, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's up to them. But again, however they do that, there's some form of planning in there. So I don't want you to get bewildered and just think that this is a fly-by-night thing. This is not. Because as I just said, you have a lot of black diasporans who have come back to the US of A, and it was after they were not successful when they moved to whatever country that they were in, okay? Now, the caveat to that is this. Sure, you've had people move back due to family, maybe they had some sick family members, etc. This could also impede your timeline. So let's just say you said, okay, 18 months, I got a window of 18 months. I'm gonna be doing X, Y, and Z in this 18 months. And then on the 18th month, I'm flying out, going wherever I'm going, okay? And then all of a sudden, a wrinkle in time happens. Life throws you something that you could not control. And so your 18 months has now increased to, let's say, 24 months, an additional 6 months. That's okay, because that's something out of your control. You couldn't control that. Again, you would just basically modify your plan, okay? You would modify your plan. So my lesson to you today is, of course, be flexible, okay? Be realistic about what you're doing. Write everything down. Writing. I know that we use all of these tools for technology. Write things down. There's a science behind writing things down, okay? So write your stuff down and begin your planning process from that. We're gonna call this Basic Project Management 101, okay? Your project is basically moving to another country. So typically, you can start on the back end and work your way forward. It's called, like what they would say, a backward pass, okay? So you're starting at the end and working your way forward, and then that can give you a clearer picture. Now, some people still do work from the front to the back, which is forward pass. So I just want you to be successful, okay? I want you to be successful in your endeavor. You know that I've lived in different countries. This is not my first rodeo. I'm not going to sit and tell you that I am a professional. I'm not going to sit and tell you that I am a expert. I'm not saying all of that. What I'm saying to you is, with my experience, what I've seen, these are some things that you need to be aware of and how you're going to plan this, okay? So let's be dutiful in that so that you can be set up. You have your networking group there wherever you're going to ensure that you are successful. That is important. That is very, very important, because no matter where you go, you need someone or someones that you can trust. You need that. People who are not going to just ramrod you because they say, oh, well, you're an American, this is that and the third. So I challenge you to do this, to be proactive, to make your dream of leaving whichever country you're in and moving to Mother Alkebulan. I challenge you to be present in this whole endeavor to make sure that you are on point for leaving. Okay, so this is your girl Lizzabitty. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment, and let me know what you think about this. Also, if there's a different topic that you'd like to see about this, please let me know.